What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today I'm coming in with a video talking about how I make money online in 2018. I made one of these a little while ago, but it's kind of outdated and it's completely different than this one. So this one, I'm telling y'all how I make money in 2018. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you do. Let's dive right into it. So first off, I want to clarify why I'm making this video. I make this video because I know that a lot of my viewership is probably very similar to me. You know, probably a lot of my viewers might not want to go to college or don't have the opportunity to go to college, but also don't want to spend the first few years out of high school working some shit job making shit money, you know? So this is a way where you can make some extra income on the side to help you out, or you could make a living. You know, personally, I don't have a, 9-to-5 job. I make a living from home. I cover my expenses, and it's a hoot and a holler. So I figured I'd share some of my methods of how I make money. Now, I'm not going to talk about YouTube because I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, here I am on YouTube, so I'm not going to be an idiot and talk about that, but I'm going to talk about some things that you guys probably don't know that I do or have done before to make money. So the first thing on this list is a kind of survey. Now, I want to clarify real quick. A bunch of comments are going to be like, Goblin, surveys pay like shit. You're getting scammed. Why are you doing surveys? 10 cents a survey. What the fuck? This isn't like SurveyMonkey or those shitty apps that pay you like $1 a survey. That's tops. That's probably way stretching it. That's good money. But this is a website called respondent.io where what it does is these companies that want to do market research and, talk to their target audience, they, instead of sending out these shitty little surveys that they don't pay for shit for, they actually use this website to contact the, potential audience, or the respondents as they're called, such as myself, to ask these questions and to have them fill out these surveys and have, whether it be remotely where you can get in a Skype call or a Skype video chat and talk with the researcher and answer their questions, or it's in person. I've done an in-person one before. It was pretty cool, actually, and I made some really good money, but these things pay really, really nicely. I'm talking like the lowest amount I've ever seen, the lowest dollar amount I've ever seen was $15 for 30 minutes of your time. And even then, I guarantee almost nobody watching this video is making $30 an hour right now, because if you were, you wouldn't need to watch this video. So that's, that in itself is good. Now, before you can just get into these, research projects, and before you can just get paid and get accepted into these companies that go through Respondent, they handpick who they choose. So you fill out a short, like 5 to 10 question screening survey prior to actually getting accepted, and then they go through those responses and pick who the best fit is for them. So I've been accepted to quite a few. There's a bunch of different stuff on there. Like literally, there's something for everybody on there. I saw one the other day where they were looking for like headmasters of like schools in the UK, like just random things. Anything can be found on there. They were looking for plumbers, and most of the time it's remotely. Most of the time you can do it from home. You just have to have a Skype account, a microphone, and sometimes a webcam for a video chat, and they'll just ask you questions about simple things. There's one I did where they were looking for people who have monthly cell phone plans, and I got on Skype. I didn't have to use video. It took me maybe 20 minutes. All they did was ask me, so what do you look for in a phone company? What is your current phone provider? Are you happy with them? What would you change about them? And what would be the number one like luxury that you would want in a phone provider? Like, what would be the number one thing that would make you switch providers? So I answered their questions. Took me maybe 20 minutes total. They had to document some stuff, and then I got paid like 5 days later, and I got $30 for that, which doesn't sound like much, but when I only spent 20 minutes to make $30, that's pretty fucking great. And on top of that, there's way better paying ones too. I made $250 off one. That was an in-person one though, but I only had to drive over to a McDonald's. There was some company who was doing research on I don't know, apparently the company was starting some like fast food restaurant or something, and they wanted to know like what consumers look for in fast food, what makes them order, what makes them decide to get fast food over like cooking or something else. And all I had to do was drive through 2 different fast food restaurants, order specific things that they told me to, and then park, answer their questions, for maybe 30 minutes. And it was a good bit of questions. It was like 20, 25 questions, I'm not going to lie. But the 2 researchers were in my car with me. We used my car. They paid for the food. I got to keep it. So I got free lunch and I got $250 for going to McDonald's with these two random research guys and answering their questions about it. So it's like really, really simple tasks that can make you some really great money. You know, I made $250 in the span of like an hour and a half doing this. You know, in total, I don't have an exact figure, but I'd say I've probably made well over 500 in total doing this. So it's not like insane living kind of money, but if you really work at it and, you know, you just get on every day, check what's available, fill out surveys, you know, maybe put in 20 minutes of time a day total, you can make some pretty fucking good money. But I haven't been using this one for that long. You know, I've fairly recently started using it, so hopefully my earnings will continue to rise. And also, there's a link in the description for that if you guys do want to sign up using my affiliate link, which benefits me a lot, so I'd appreciate it. But I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by any of the sites on this, you know, in this video. That they probably fucking hate me if they'd see these videos. But either way, next method is e-commerce, and specifically Shopify. Now, Shopify is a website where it's kind of like Etsy, you know, in a sense, where you can go on there and you can start your own little web page, landing page shop where, you know, it's like a little Shopify kind of setup kind of thing. They have, you know, pre-built like themes. It's like setting up your shop's almost like Lego blocks on there. It's really easy. And on top of that, their dashboard's really helpful, gives you a lot of insight into what products you're selling, how much you're selling, how many page views, you know, things like that. It's a really helpful website all around. And on top of that, the nice thing about Shopify is the payment is always on time. And on the side of that, you don't have to necessarily run a whole business or make a bunch of products to sell things on Shopify. What you can do is something called dropshipping. This is one of the options you can do, which basically, I'm not going to go into it. That's like a whole different video. You can do research on it if you'd like, but basically, you buy a product that another company makes. So for example, what I do is I go on Alibaba and AliExpress, those really cheap like Chinese eBays, and I buy knockoff Chinese products. So I'll buy like t-shirts for really cheap, you know, not necessarily like fake Supreme, but just like cheap t-shirts, cheap, you know, keyboards, mouses, things like that. I can get a mouse on there for my computer for like $4 right now that works way better than any mouse from Best Buy almost. And, you know, what I can do is I'll buy those in bulk. So let's say, you know, I buy 100 mouses for $4. That's $400 I invested. What I do is, you know, I don't necessarily have to do all of the work myself. I don't have to get those shipped to me. I don't have to then ship them out one by one myself. I can have a shipping provider take care of that for me. So instead of, you know, alternatively, without even pre-ordering those, you know, let's say I don't put in the 400, I can just order them individually to those people and not have to worry, you know, not have to like send them out myself. You know, you can just, as the orders come in, you can submit the orders yourself, or you could hire someone to do it, or you could work with a shipping provider. Billions of different things you could fucking do. But, you know, let's say I buy those mice for $4, I resell them for $15, you know, so I'm almost, you know, actually over tripling my money. And on top of that, it seems like a good deal because you're scrolling through, you find a gaming mouse for $15. It's like, fuck yeah, that's way cheaper than the market here in the US. So people will still buy it without realizing that you're making a fucking killing on the markup, because for them, it's still a great deal. So it's a really, really good way if you know how to SEO, you know how to market, you know how to promote your Shopify store, that you could make a fucking killing. I've sold some dumb shit on here. I remember there was one store, I tried it out, you know, when my first ever time trying out Shopify, I'd sold these like little rings, these little like cheap fake gold Chinese rings for like $10. And I sold a few of them, you know, I sold like 5 or 6, I think, and I bought them for like $2. So, you know, I put in like $10. I came out with like 70. So it was like, I didn't make insane money, but I know people who make a living on Shopify. You know, I have a buddy in particular who, I'm not going to tell you guys his Shopify store, but he makes a fucking killing. You know, this guy makes a very generous amount of money. I'd say probably at least like, probably $300 a day, $300 a day, give or take, sometimes more. But, you know, it's a very good platform where if you know what you're doing or you practice and you get to know what you're doing, you can make a fucking killing. The next thing that I'm going to put on this list is cryptocurrency investing. Now, cryptos, you know, I've covered this in the past. This is the one thing that I think might be similar to my last How I Make Money video, but cryptos are a very volatile thing to do, and I don't recommend doing this unless you are not afraid to lose your money, you know, because don't ever invest money you're scared to lose. But, you know, cryptos are a thing where if you put in the proper research and with a bit of luck and a lot of knowledge, you can make pretty good money in a short span of time. You know, you can day trade with cryptos. Day trading with cryptos is incredibly easy because it's so volatile that you can make so much money in a day compared to the stock market, or you could lose so much money in a day. You know, it's a back and forth. But, you know, there's a lot of different sites you can use, a lot of different places you can go. Personally, I used to use Coinbase. I switched off of Coinbase because they kind of suck now, and I switched to Gate.io. I'll have a link in the description for that. They sell every altcoin you could fucking imagine. You know, they have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and then they have a bunch of different, like, smaller, unheard of coins that are really, really good to day trade because the market cap isn't very high. So your investment can genuinely make a change in the value and the market cap. You know, it's like there's coins on there with market caps of like $50,000, which sounds like a lot of money to, you know, all of us, but to the whole market and whole economy of a coin, that's fucking pennies. That's like nothing. That's fucking nothing. So, you know, day trading and just trading cryptos as a whole is an amazing way to make money. And I'm not going to tell you guys exactly how to do it and the strategies and stuff like that because I would fucking quadruple the length of this video. But either way, the final thing that you can do to make money, this one is a little more unethical, and I do and don't recommend it. I do recommend it because it's great money. I don't recommend it because it's probably illegal. I think it is illegal. But either way, the actually, no, it's not illegal, I don't think, but it might be teetering on the border. But if you access the dark web, you go on sites like Dream Market or other dark web markets, you can buy cracked accounts for 1 billion different websites. You know, Netflix, you could buy UFC fight passes, NBA 2K league passes, where you could watch, you know, the whole season. I could go on the dark web right now and find a NBA 2K league pass for like $3, you know? Normally that sells for a lot more. So what you do is you buy these accounts in bulk. You buy these cracked Netflix accounts for like $1 a pop. You buy these, or not even $1 a pop. You can get them cheaper. I mean, I remember one time, hey, I'm going to be honest here. I wanted to beat my meat, so I went and bought a Brazzers account. I got 10 Brazzers accounts for like $5. A monthly membership on there is like $30. So what I did with my other 4 Brazzers accounts after I got the one I wanted to use was I went and sold them all across different kinds of forums. You know, I asked friends, I went on forums and posted saying, hey, I'm selling these, and I charged $10 a pop. And I said, listen, if anything happens to the account, I'll give you like a 2-month warranty, let's say. Lo and behold, none of the accounts ever had problems, including my account, and everything was okay. You know, I made my money. I made the money back for that, you know, purchase, and I got to keep beating my meat. So it was a pretty damn good investment. But you can do this with almost any kind of online account on there. You know, you can buy Netflix accounts, you can buy Spotify accounts, you can buy Hulu Plus accounts, Amazon Prime accounts, just bunch of different fucking shit that you could buy on there and resell for a good price that to the consumer is still a great discount and a very good deal. So either way, that's my video on how to make money. Just a few tips from myself. Hope you guys do enjoy. Let me know in the comment section if you guys do try any of these out, if they work for you or not. Who fucking knows? But either way, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.